Hi, this is Lester Langdon, and with us today we have No-Dot. It's because this is one of two 4-week-old toy poodle puppies, and since there's two of them, we put a dot on one head and no dot on the other head so that we could tell them apart until we gave them names. So she's 4 weeks old, and say hi. So we thought we'd introduce you to her, and Mommy will be here in a minute. So I wanted to talk about registration of multifamily apartment properties, but she's getting a little antsy here, so let's take a little brief intermission and put her back with her mom. Okay, we put No-Dot up with her mom, and so we want to talk about the city's law that was passed about 2 years ago. Actually, it was passed by the state, and it applied to Houston pretty much only because it was only for cities more than 2 million people. And it talks about registration of any multifamily property that's 2 units or more, and if you don't register with HoustonMultifamily.org or with the Department of Habitability, then the fine is $500 a day to $2,000 a day. That was about 2 years ago. They have not actually implemented or fined anybody any penalties yet, probably because they think it might be challenged. If you own a threeplex and you live in California and you don't know about the law, $500 a day times 700, that's a lot of money. Just give them the keys. But aside from that, if you don't register, you go first on the list to be inspected by 4 different departments, and this is in order to get your certificate of occupancy from the city of Houston. If you don't register, you're first on the list. The reason this is important to buyers is because an owner may have had their property inspected by the city, and there's probably an inspection report, and they have 1 year to comply and get those repairs done and get their certificate of occupancy. But let's say the inspections were done 4 months ago, and the seller is trying to pass those repair expenses along to you, the buyer, when you buy the property. It might be a good idea for you to know when the property was inspected merely by going to the website, and there are 5,500 properties, and it has the order in which they're going to be inspected. So if it was inspected 4 months ago, you can just say, hey, I want to see the city inspection report, and or the certificate of occupancy if that's already been secured. And if not, then I as a buyer know that I need to deal with that issue. You also know if it's going to be inspected 4 weeks from now, 4 months from now, a year or 2 years from now, because right now they're on number 1,800 and they're inspecting about 900 per year, which means a year from now they'll be on number 2,700, a year after that they'll be on number 3,600, a year after that they'll be on number 4,500, and the year after that they'll be on number 5,400. So you may not be scheduled for an inspection for 3, 4 years, 2 years, but at least you know what the score is and you know where you stand. So call me. Let's talk about this. My phone number is 281-236-8189. My website is Houstonius.com. That's HoustonIUS.com. And let's talk about this issue and how it pertains to a specific property that you might have an interest in purchasing. Have a good day.